Alright, cool. Should be all good to go then. So yeah, like I was saying, we are literally saved at the boss here. Oh god, my speakers are turned up so high from Hunter. It turns out that Royal Tower, upper is just the end of the game. So, alright. Let's go then. I think if the final boss is anything like the other giant dude boss that we fought earlier, we're gonna want no summons. Oh yeah, I'll start the timer. We're gonna want to take all the summons, or all the standalone dinguses out of the deck. Like, who are they? These are all my actual attack cards. Get rid of the land sharks. Get rid of the beakers. Keep the heals. Get rid of decoy pillar. Well, these cards are all kind of weak. A lot of these cards are just like pure trash. But we'll see how it goes. Let's just like get a baseline here. I can always go to a card shop and spend all the money I've been building up for the whole game. I think the card shop in that second town that we went to, or in... Yeah, no, the card shop in the cathedral had like the blue bird card, which seemed really good. So I could just stock up on blue birds if my cards are too shit for this. I think we're fighting a big dude, because we saw him in a cutscene earlier. This person seems optional. It's awfully big. I don't think even Queen Katja herself would be brave enough to tackle it. No, I think she would be. Oh god, I'm gonna get killed by this thing now. What even just hit me? I'm not gonna make it to the boss. This is not okay. This is bad. I'm mostly dead already. Let's see, can we filter for a heal card? Go. I'm just scoping things out. We're just seeing what the situation is like. There are no humans alive past this point. I don't think there were any humans alive anywhere in the castle. There were no humans alive before this point either. Oh, it's not a big thing.
O child of man, you know only warfare. You trust.
So maybe having standalone cards is good here, actually. Maybe I should put those back. I was expecting a big thing and would be standing on a platform in front of the big thing, like that other boss from early in the game.
Join with your mother creator. Come to me.
I'm just gonna get full comboed before I can even get to the boss. Yup, I'm not even gonna make it. And now I'm out of magic. I guess you have to fight the tentacles to get magic. To keep the fight going. Probably. I was pressing the wrong button. Shit. Well, also the tentacles dropped no magic, so what am I gonna do about that? Let's go. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's cut this guy. Let's get the land sharks in. Let's get the land sharks and the horses in. We can cut you, because I'm never going to be smart enough to use you effectively. We can cut you. I'm going to leave in the God of Destruction, because he's kind of good. We can cut these crappy lizards. Actually, the crappy lizards were doing a decent amount of damage. It seemed like it was the wood cards that were disappointing me. And we'll cut you, and we'll cut you. And we'll cut, like, you. Let's see if this is a little bit better. Yeah, I can save after adjusting my deck. I just didn't. If you die, it just kicks you out of the level. It doesn't like send you back to the main menu or anything. So I don't really care about saving. Like my deck edit is secure. I don't have to worry about having to redo it. That's hitting me. Yep, nothing I could do about that. The low magic issue is resolved by you have to kill these guys. And then they drop like paltry amounts of magic. It's interesting that I can just get behind the boss like that. I guess if things are going really bad, I can just stand back here and try to get a blue fairy to spawn. Shit. Okay, it can attack me from back there. Actually, that's not safe. Blue fairy. And it despawned. Right there. It gave me a card. That's not what I needed. Man, I feel like this fight really screws you on magic. If you have to kill one of these tentacles, and I can like barely kill a tentacle just to get magic back to use like 2 cards, and then you have to, like, I don't know if I could kill all the tentacles. I don't really have enough magic to sustain that. That did not hit me. Bullshit. Hmm. I'm kind of curious about something. Like, how will it go? Or actually, here's what I want to try. I'm just gonna stand right in the middle and just like God of Destruction and see what happens. We're just gonna hit him with the frame 1 God of Destruction. But I'm also interested in what would happen if I just like sat back somewhere. And just like spammed familiars. Or whatever they're called. I have no idea what the game actually calls them. The dudes that run around. That did literally nothing. It didn't hit anything. Excuse me? How? How did that do literally nothing? It didn't even do like a 0. It just did nothing. Okay, so anything that I spawn in just dies incredibly fast. I don't think that I'm gonna... I think I'm gonna remove them from the deck. That... They died, like, instantly. They didn't really do anything. That attack is really obnoxious. I kind of wonder... if there's a strat where I just bring tons of those, like the ice lasers. I bring tons of those and I bring tons of birds. And we just like attack through the tentacles into the boss. Just waiting around for a blue fairy. One doesn't seem like they're gonna spawn in for me. So like check out how you can kinda With the birds, you can hit this tentacle and the boss behind the tentacle. Come on, really? Maybe that did hit me. Oh, whoop, that's not the card I thought I was using. See a bird. I meant to press Y. And I got no oh no, I did get magic for that, okay. How much damage did I even do to the boss there? That like wasn't even a quarter of it. These cards are just not gonna work for this. That wasn't even a quarter of it. Card that seems the best is, where is that thing? You. XP required 12,000. This is only gonna get me a second one of these. This isn't actually... Like, 2 of these isn't gonna be the difference between winning and losing. That's great and all, but... I'm 6k XP short of making another one. This card's really good too. Actually, I can make a bunch of these. Like, check that out. The XP required for this is like 6,000, I think it said. And I have like 21k on it, so we can make a few of these. And it doesn't even seem like it costs any money. These are just free cards that we have waiting around in our inventory to claim, kinda, once you have the XP for it. There you go. Oh, upgrade. Hang on. I might have made a mistake here. Wow, these are both downgrades, really? No. These are all kind of downgrades. This turns it into a thing with attack 18. This is like weird. I don't think these are even upgrades, really. Pop Gun Charlie? Interesting card name. What does it do? An independent creature that can fly, able to attack enemies in locations that would be... Nope, garbage. Sprite, heals. Sounds good to me. Rough Kiss. Restore hit points to the player when an opponent uses a card. Okay, no. Let's do this. Let's turn you into a sprite. Because that's kind of interesting. And then I can buy... can actually only afford, or I have 11,593, so I can afford a ton of these dudes. Okay, hold up. We're gonna save before I'm doing this. In case this is a horrible idea, I'm gonna save before this. But what if I just bought, like, an entire deck full of this card? Because I think it's a pretty good card. Unironically, what if we just go, okay, cool card, give me 20. Give me 20 of those. And replace every other attack in the deck with them. Leave the healer. Cut the God of Destruction because he sucks, as it turns out. Get a bunch of Dragon Knights in there as well. Get you. It's 29, and then 30 will be that other card I just made if I can find it. Sprite. Oh, I have 2 sprites actually. Like, let's try this. This still isn't gonna work, but it's an interesting idea. It's a cool idea. And then before we fight the boss, we just filter for one of the heal cards. There we go. So I've got that. Shit. I'm gonna get blasted now. Yep. Great. Thanks, bird. Thanks, bird. It's really cool. You have to run past that tentacle every time you want to fight the boss. And then we just come over here, where I'm pretty sure this tentacle is close enough that I can hit it with the bird. I need an opening. Oh man, I thought that might. I was hoping for iframes there. This isn't going very well, and now that's hitting me, and now I'm dead. Awesome. Okay, well that was a terrible attempt, but that had nothing to do with the type of card I was using. That was just a terrible attempt. That doesn't really tell me anything. That thing is like attacking the air. It wasn't even doing... Stupid fucking bird. And the tentacle... Alright, this attempt sucks again. That does not hit the boss from here, so we do have to do it with this other tentacle. Otherwise, we're not really close enough. I really wish there was a guy who sold the ice lasers. Hang on, does that also just not hit? That might have also just not actually connected. No, there we go. You could totally hit him through the tentacle. Check that out. And since we're so far back, we're pretty much just going to be getting this attack, which is pretty easy to dodge. How much health is he at? Alright, that's like a 20th of the way there. Somehow I got both of my non-birds. They all just shuffled right next to each other in the deck. Yeah, every tentacle is probably like a 15th of its health bar or something. I think this will work, but I'm gonna have to be perfect for a very long time to make it work. This is not a good strategy. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna work. Like, what's its health at now? Like, yeah, check that out. This is totally gonna work. I just have to like not make any mistakes for like 10-15 minutes and then hopefully also not run out of cards. It's the HP? Alright, alright. It's probably like a 1/6 of the way dead right now, maybe even a 1/5. This is going great. Yeah, it won't be as long as the SG final boss in Live Alive, for sure. It'll be long, but it won't be the longest boss I've ever fought either. I don't know what that would be. There's definitely been some GameCube thing boss that just like... I feel like I find myself doing this kind of often on bosses, where I find a strat and it's like, alright, this will work. It's gonna be unbelievably slow, and I can't make any mistakes, but it will eventually work. I just like let him do that for some reason. Got another laser lined up, nice. The lasers are really good. I wish I had more of these. This boss would be pretty quick if I had more lasers. Thanks for the heal. Well, a lot of bosses... Oh yeah, remember not the final boss of PSO, but remember that one boss on the raft that took me like an ungodly amount of time. It was like a 45-minute boss fight, and then I died on it. Well, I think the 45-minute attempt was the one that I won. I think there was a failed attempt that was over an hour on that raft. Something like that. The raft adventure was serious business. Right now I have... Yeah, it was like a big worm dude, I think. That's what I want. I want to set this up. Yeah, we can set it up so that it attacks at the same time as the boss attacks, the tentacle, and then that leaves an opening for me to run in and get the thing going with the birds. And then it's 3 birds to kill the tentacle. Boss HP is less than half. This is unironically working. It's ridiculous, but it's working. I don't think that's an opening. And the timing on this is a bit annoying, though. But that'll maybe work. There we go. I really wonder what you're meant to do for this fight. Like, this is the incorrect strategy, but it just like how else are you supposed to just constantly be fighting tentacles and then fitting in boss attacks where you can? Like, maybe there are just cards that are like way better. Yeah, this is the final boss. I've developed the dumbest strat imaginable for it. Go. I've bought 22 identical bird cards from the store, and the birds can hit the tentacles and the boss at the same time, and you have to hit the tentacles to get magic back. So we just keep generating this tentacle and getting tiny amounts of boss damage in each time we do it. And this is just gonna work until I eventually run out of birds, which hopefully doesn't happen. But here's the thing, if it does happen, I can afford to go buy more birds. We can just make a deck. Now that I know this works, we can just have a deck with like 28 birds and 2 lasers. I don't even need to bring the healing. Like, look, he's nearly dead. It's gonna be like 3 or 4 more cycles of this. Each cycle takes 3 attacks. To be honest, it might be kind of close. I might run out of birds. Because I've only got 12 cards left. That's 8 in the deck plus 4 in the hand. That was weird. Like, ate one of my inputs, so I nearly got hit there. Huh. I have 2 more of these in me. Oh yeah, I forgot about that Dragon Code. Good point. I was not aware until just now. Yeah, they did tell me that at the start of the game, and I forgot. That probably would help, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'm out of birds after this. This is my last cycle of this, and then we're just gonna have to rush him with the Dragon Sword guys, which I think will do it. I think the Dragon Sword guys will be able to finish it off as long as I don't choke too badly. I mean, it might just die to these birds. It'll be close. If the birds don't kill it, it'll be like 1 hit away. There's gonna be a second phase. That's the problem. If there's a second phase, then I am very ill-equipped for it. Yeah, that's what it is. It's hold Z and then press the card button. Oh, is it dead? Is there no second phase? Did we just win? I hope there's no second phase, because I used up every card I've got. think we got him. Yup. We got him. I used up 22 bird cards and 2 lasers. 3-star. Go birds. I got 3 of whatever this is.
Hi, it's me again. Oh, I really hope we can be friends with Rashi and Nu forever, don't you? Well, isn't it nice to have friends again? Yes, it is nice to have
Wait,
friends
what?
again.
Oh, so that's where you've been hiding. Come along. The whole kingdom is waiting for a glimpse of their savior.
I guess she's just talking to her past self.
Adrianu. We really must be going.
There you go, credits. Not done. Yo, Djibouti, thanks for the 22 months. I appreciate it a ton. That was just a weird as hell game. I don't even know what to think. Still in shock that that final boss strat worked too. Never heard of any of those voice actors. Yeah, the music has gotta be... It's gotta be by the same dude who did Evergrace, right? It's a little bit less manic than that game, but it's gotta be the same guy. Composers... Kota Hoshino. Yeah, he totally did it. It's totally him. Wow, he still works at From Software. He was the lead sound designer on Armored Core 6, the guy who did the soundtrack to this. He's been working at FromSoft since 1998. Yeah, so this game is really complicated. If you really want to dig into this, we did not get the truest true ending. Apparently that cutscene can have, like... There's, like, a slight variation on that cutscene if you go around killing all of the book dudes in the game. Like, there were those dudes with the books, and when you'd kill one, you'd get a runestone. Apparently, if you kill all of them in the whole game, which requires doing a bunch of crap to unlock a bunch of levels that I didn't even go to, and then you end the game, there's some kind of little extra something in that last cutscene that plays. But I didn't do that, so we didn't get it. But it's a very... I think if you were to go do that, you would spend a lot of time trying to figure out what all the objectives are to get to all the places and trying to find all of the runestones. And so that might make the game take longer, but it does seem like there's a lot more depth to this than I... Like, this was my issue with Lost Kingdoms 1 as well. It really just feels like I played the game through to the end and just, like, never actually learned anything about the game at all. Like... I guess I should probably swap to the review screen for this, and then we can get into it. But it really feels like there's a lot of depth here that I completely glazed over in favor of 22 birds. And they let you do it. Like it's not like I had to learn the depth. The bosses weren't that hard or anything, but it just there's like a billion different cards that have a billion different numbers, and there's all these fusions, and I just 22 birds. So, but yeah, let's swap over here. Let's swap over here and wrap this one up. Because that was Lost Kingdoms 2. Beat it in just under 6 hours. No sewer level. The first game had a sewer level, where you had to go around like hitting all these switches to open doors into sewers, and it was like bad, but no sewer level in this game. And like I was just saying, with the whole like, it feels like there's a lot more depth than I'm really accessing. Like it just, something about this game, and this is sort of how I feel about the first game as well. It's hard to like, I've been having a hard time putting into words exactly how I feel about Lost Kingdoms. I don't think they're bad games. I think they're probably good games. Like, this is probably a really cool game, but something about it just, like, doesn't connect with me. Like, it ends up being less than the sum of its parts to me, and I feel like some of that comes from feeling like I'm not understanding the game and getting through it anyway. Feeling like there's a bunch of other ways through the game. There aren't. That's what I did, was the path through the game. But just that there's all of those other levels that are just like, you don't even have to go to them. I really just feel like I'm not getting the most out of Lost Kingdoms 2, but that I'm also not really the right person to get the most out of Lost Kingdoms 2. Like, it's not necessarily just that I'm doing it. It's not necessarily just the context of the console challenge where I'm like rushing through games. It's not that I'm trying to rush through it. I would be doing this casually as well. I would feel the same way. I think I would have the same experience where it's just like, what just happened for the last 6 hours? I guess I win. And that's pretty much how I felt about the first one as well. I do think this game had some improvements over the first one, though. Like, Lost Kingdoms 1 was actually, I think, mostly a linear game. I don't think it did, like, different paths or different levels or anything. And then you have this game, which is a lot more open-ended, and you're allowed to, like, return to previous levels to, like, explore it with cards you get later, to do different objectives, to get more stuff. It's interesting. I think the first game as well just had random encounters. Like, I think you'd be walking through a level and then suddenly it would throw up a barrier and you'd have to fight a random encounter pretty much in a fixed area. And then this game sort of does away with that, and instead there's just like free and open combat, which is more fun, more interesting, I think, maybe. Like, this game is probably pretty good, but yeah, it just doesn't connect with me. I don't know. Hopefully once we get to Xbox thing, I'll feel better about the Otogi games. They've got nothing to do with Lost Kingdoms, but they're both FromSoft. We'll see if I like Otogi more as far as old From Software stuff goes. But I'm gonna give this the same score. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Halogen_GP. Look, you go play Lost Kingdoms 2. You see if you like this game. But I'm gonna give it... I want to give it a 2. But a 2 is like such a... like, it's tough to give a 2 to a game that's like not even a bad game. But I gave a 1 to Wind Waker, so I can give a 2 to this. I can do it. This is a shitty review, though. I don't know. I feel bad about Lost Kingdoms 2. Let's move on from this and pretend I never played it. I definitely should be liking the game more than I am. And actually, I guess we don't really have anywhere to move on to, because, we're we're not running a poll after this. We currently have Hunter the Reckoning in progress, and we're just gonna probably beat that game tomorrow, and then we'll be back to one game at a time, finally. It's been weeks since we had one game at a time going on, but we're gonna go back to that. Hopefully stay there for a while. Hopefully I won't have to side game anything anytime soon. But that means we don't need a poll, so I think that's just gonna be it for me for today. Yeah, I'm gonna stop streaming, so thanks a ton to everyone for watching, and hopefully I will see you tomorrow for the rest of Hunter the Reckoning, and then whatever comes after Hunter the Reckoning.